The outcome of Brexit may not be certain, but one thing is clear. Your business could face serious challenges. Enterprise Ireland's wide range of supports will help you plan, innovate, compete and diversify. Speak to your Enterprise Ireland Development Advisor or visit prepareforbrexit.ie, an initiative of the Government of Ireland.
Sausage McMuffin with egg, sausage McMuffin with egg. Egg McMuffin, egg McMuffin. 2 for $5, 2 for $5. Wake up, it's time for breakfast at McDonald's. Mix and match your favorite breakfast sandwiches right now for just $5. Get 2 savory sausage McMuffin with egg sandwiches, or 2 classic egg McMuffin sandwiches, or 1 of each. Dreams do come true. Price and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Limited time only. Single item at regular price.
Blog Talk Radio.
Welcome, everybody, to Somewhere in Vegas here on blogtalkradio.com. Also on our new home, Spreaker.com. I am Mark the Q. I'm your host. I'm very privileged to have a great and talented designer. You may recognize him from his recent appearances on Millionaire Matchmaker. He has a new show out also called Dating Unfiltered. And his new fashion line is just coming out. Really great. A lot of exciting things happening. James Curti is on with us now.
The outcome of Brexit may not be certain, but one thing is clear. Your business could face serious challenges. Enterprise Ireland's wide range of supports will help you plan, innovate, compete and diversify. Speak to your Enterprise Ireland Development Advisor or visit prepareforbrexit.ie, an initiative of the Government of Ireland.
Peter James.
Good. How are you guys today? Hey, Vegas.
Yeah, now, like I said, kind of a crazy time, obviously, in terms of fashion. Right now, we're in award season right now. The Grammys are tonight. Oscars, I believe, are next week. Yes. You know, are you seeing any current trends going on in terms of the award season so far?
I'm seeing a lot of bright colors on the carpet this season, which is refreshing to see. You know, I love color.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens at the Oscars, and then of course the Grammys. Grammys always tends to be a little bit more colorful and a little bit more vibrant, I think. What's your kind of opinion between what usually happens between the Grammys and the Oscars?
Oh, definitely. The Grammys, people tend to have a little bit more fun with their look, a little bit more free reign. At the Oscars, you know, it's black tie. So you're going to be seeing a lot of gorgeous gowns, very, very formal.
Yeah, you know,
so, yeah.
Yeah. In terms of your line, I mean, do you do kind of stand out in terms of the way that you're kind of going? A lot of it's evening wear, luxury women's evening wear as well. I mean, tell me a little bit about your line and especially the evening wear that you produce.
Okay, so we launched in 2016. We showed our first collection during New York Fashion Week, and it was an awesome turnout. It's custom made, so it's like each piece is hand sewn. So it's not like you could go out there and buy and mass produce it. It's a unique piece. So, that being said, you can't really, one dress is made for one person, so it's kind of like custom. Also, we're going to be showing during Miami Fashion Week this year, which I'm very excited for. And we're going to be showing, you know, a little bit more of a lighter side of us, meaning more friendly, less formal, more flirty, and playful.
Now, when it comes to, you know, you say these are custom and all that as well. I mean, you know, is there sometimes a certain kind of body type that you're looking towards, or maybe you might get inspiration from a certain person, or you know that you happen to know in terms of that as well? I mean, can you tell me a little bit about that?
Sure. Well, we love diversity. We don't really stick to one look and stuff like that. So basically, we love all types. Actually, I'm casting models for our show in Miami. I want them to be, you know, under the required height for the standard model. So I am looking for like petite girls, girls of every shape, size, color, just diversity, to see that. Because, you know, a lot of brands stick to these stick-thin models, and, you know, we like some curves.
Yeah, you know, I mean, it's interesting just to see how the perception has changed over the past decade in terms of women.
Absolutely.
And, you know, men, I mean, men in general just seem like they like what they like. And it's never exactly what, you know, they were feeding us back in the day. You know, it was, you know, it always seems like that there are certain things. You know, I personally like curves. But yeah, I mean, it's just interesting to say the least in terms of how things have kind of changed in terms of that as well. And the idea of plus-size models and that models can come in all shapes and sizes.
Absolutely, absolutely. And even older, you know, older age, like 30 and up. We shouldn't stop at an age in the industry. I think, you know, no matter what age, size, color you are, you're beautiful. You know, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, as they say.
Yeah, tell me a little bit about your background. How did you get started in fashion?
Well, I started in fashion through, I was a fashion photographer. So I'd end up styling my photo shoots. Through that, I learned that I really loved the styling aspect. So I ventured off into that, and it became very successful for me. I styled, Tiffany New York Pollard. She's a reality star herself. I've also worked with Maya, the singer. And it's just been a lot of fun. I love to dress people up, make them feel good about themselves. You know, it's very rewarding when you get to see somebody that feels confident because of what they're wearing. And it's just, I love it.
With your photography, I mean, how did you get into that? Was that something that you kind of had a passion for earlier in your life?
Yeah, I always had a passion for photography. I've been doing it since I think it was 10th grade. I picked up the camera, and ever since then, you know, I loved it. I went to school for photography, majored in that, and it's just always been something that's in my life. Yeah.
Has it always been digital for you? Have you tried film cameras at all?
You know, the funny thing is, when I went to school, my class was the last class to study film. So after that, they got rid of the film department, which is kind of sad. I think it takes a little of the art away in photo, the artistic side. But personally, I love digital because I'm a instant gratification type of person. So, and I do fashion as well, so you need to get those photos out fast. You know, during New York Fashion Week, when we're doing all the photos, after you're done with that fashion show, you need to go find some Wi-Fi and upload those pictures so you're the first one to show them.
Yeah, you know, I was in the same boat as you were in terms of I went to film school, movie school, and they were just transitioning over to the digital format when I graduated. So yeah, I was in the same boat you were. They're starting to phase out of film and they're going into digital as well.
Yeah.
And you know, you talk a little bit about the fact they have everything so instant now as well. And the thing that with digital as well is the idea of editing photos or making the photos look better. Obviously Instagram has made that with maybe a couple push of a button. But what's that like for you to kind of to be able to manipulate the image a little bit and to be able to make people look their best?
Okay, well, I think it's great when, you could do subtle changes. I don't like when you're making someone look something that they're not, which is usually the case in a lot of these magazines. It's unrealistic expectations of women. So I really don't like to manipulate the body as much. If there's lighting that needs to be touched up and whatnot, I'll do that. It's great for that. Instagram, now, everybody picks up a camera nowadays and they think they're a photographer now. See, that's that's the thing that kind of doesn't sit well with me, because I went to school for this. I spent so many years studying, and then, you know, the average Joe just picks up a camera and now they're a photographer. So, but Instagram is a great tool to use. You know, it's a great tool for promotion, for your business. I met a lot of people through Instagram, just networking and stuff like that.
Yeah, you know, I mean, the idea of composition, the idea of using light, the idea of, you know, knowing certain filters, certain lenses. I think there is still an art in that, and you can't get that from Instagram. It's something that you have to handle, you know, really personally. And me coming from the video background, I'm pretty much really well aware of that too as well. So yeah, there are still things a lot of things that people cannot just manipulate in terms of a filter on Instagram or something. You know, it's just something that there are a lot of things that can make a really great picture, and there's a lot of things that can make a really good dress or a really good outfit as well too. So that's kind of where it kind of is interesting for you to go from a photography background to a fashion design background, where you kind of know, you know, certain lines, certain compositions, you know, the way maybe a light or shadow strikes an outfit. In certain situations as well.
Like, just like you can't have very busy patterns on film because it ends up blurring out. So yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
you have to be conscious of everything you're shooting, I believe, especially in the fashion world. You know, the point of the photo is to show the fashion off, show the model in the clothes. So you really want to pay attention to that as well.
Do you ever pick up the camera once in a while now, especially doing like photo shoots?
I actually do. I shoot my own lookbooks for my two clothing lines. So yeah, I pick it up when I need to. But I really love to stick to designing and, you know, styling my clients.
Yeah, now,
you know, I've also,
you know, go ahead.
You know, I've also ventured off into some reality TV, which is so fun for me. You know, it's just another side of me that people get to see.
Yeah, you know, I mean, Millionaire Matchmaker is such a big series. Everybody loves it. You know, what's it like to work on set, and what's it like to work with Patty? I mean, seems like a very, very hard worker in terms of what she does.
Patty is great. Patty really is all about her business. She is very, very intimidating, to say the least. But she knows what she wants and she does it. That's what I love about her. Also on set, it was so fun for me. I loved it. I thought it was how, you know, you see this huge production come together for this show. And it was really fun for me to be on the other side of the camera for once.
Probably what's probably the one misconception that people don't know about Patty?
Oh, that's a great one. The one misconception is that she is a producer of her own show, and when she's not filming, she's actually working on the show. So that woman is a hard worker.
Yeah, I think so. You know, if she works just as hard as she does on camera and what she does for her business, I can only imagine what it must be like behind the camera, where she's doing all the producing. So that's got to be crazy.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Now speaking of which, we're actually on another show on E, which another show which is on E right now. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Sure. I'm on a new show. It just came out. I believe they just finished their last episode a couple of days ago. It's called Dating No Filter. And it's basically where you put two random strangers on a blind date, and they have these comedians talk about us, basically commentary of the date. So I was on that. It was kind of, my date wasn't really my type. He was a redhead. No, nothing against the redheads, but not